What's up? Come on in, y'all.
Back in the chairs. You know what we're doing here?
Yeah, we're talking Florida, baby.
That's right. Well, I don't know if that's the excitement level that Gators fans feel right now.
What happened to him? What'd you do with
Don't be asking no questions you don't want the answer.
Some new soda arrived here, apparently. So before we get into Florida LSU, I feel like we're in a similar spot as last year before the Gators went on that awesome tear down the stretch. But you know, I'm reading stories about Billy Napier's buyout.
I would push back if I were Billy. I'd push back if I were Billy Napier on that, going all the way back to when we were at rock bottom, right?
Yeah.
This is a team that has been outstanding the last several times out prior to the South Florida game. 4 straight wins to finish last season, a great offseason by all accounts, a spirited victory over an overmatched opponent, granted, but it looked like everybody was in. What did you say? 0 penalties in that game?
0 penalties.
Yeah, they played brilliantly.
LIU Sharks.
And unfortunately, and this is commonplace in athletics, you can overlook an opponent. And that's what they did. They shouldn't have, given that.
That should be the last program to overlook an appointment.
They just beat Boise State, talking about the Bulls of South Florida, but it happened. So now Billy Napier has to make sure that they don't go back to a mindset of where they dug out from last year. They just understand they've got to correct the mistakes that they made. In particular, the unspeakable spitting penalty. And the young man's apologized for it. But that can't happen.
He'd have to apologize after I whooped his ass.
Well, that can't happen. And so Coach Napier and the staff can't lose the confidence that they gained. They just have to recenter it, and they've got to go on a Shock the World tour into the Bayou because this is a really good team.
I'm with you, Coach,
play.
As far as how everything finished the season ago, how Coach Napier held that program together, because all of us, everybody and their mama was waiting for Florida just to collapse. And somehow he holds this thing together with duct tape and Elmer's glue, I don't know what. But you mentioned it, the 4-game winning streak. I mean, that was excellent by him. But to lose in the manner in which they did, 0 penalties the first game, 11 penalties in this ball game versus tougher competition. No way you should sleepwalk into a ball game versus USF, considering their first opponent and how they whipped up on Boise, who's a ranked opponent. They come into your house, the Swamp. This is a big ball game, and they're in state. You probably know a lot of those dudes.
And they wanted to go there.
Yeah, they want. And a lot of those Florida kids knew those USF kids. Mm-hmm. That's more reason to go beat their heads in, the fact that you know them. And yet, they don't. They don't show up. Their quarterback doesn't have a stellar ball game. Still have opportunity to win the last drive of that ball game. But moving forward, you're right. This is a grand opportunity going on the road. And this is exactly what you want, man, with the way you're feeling right now. You want to go into Tiger Stadium and you want to project that feeling onto them that you're possessed currently and have them leaving their home stadium feeling exactly as you did yours.
Yeah, and as good as we all think this LSU defense is, it's the offense that in the end will probably be the most impressive, even to the Florida Gators, because if they thought the Bulls' offense was impressive, they're going to be nuts about Garrett Nussmeier and his offense. I mean, the way they throw the ball, the combinations, the routes, the receivers, I mean, everything about this is about as good as you're going to see in college football, and they're going to see that Saturday.
I'm so shocked that Billy Napier hasn't worked out faster and sooner in period, really, at this point. I was super excited about this hire, but to me there's some ominous stuff here of a shoe being thrown and being the beginning of the end for what we saw happen with Dan Mullen. So it's not just that you lost, it's how you lost and who you lost to, and that there were those penalties, that there were 30 penalties on that final drive that happened on the defensive side of the ball, that there was a missed tackle on that screen pass that allowed them to get in a position. It's incredible, almost the debacleness of what's taken place. And I don't know what our word of the day is.
It was sagacious.
Wait, we got explosivity
I think we need a
this past
dictionary.
weekend, not debacleness. Oh, hey, man. Hey,
When in doubt,
he's
just
on
put
the
a
roll.
Ness
Let him
on
go.
the-
He's on the roll.
Just put a Ness on the end.
I wasn't jumping in.
Roll Charlie around. He'll be all right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where were you?
It's bad. It's bad.
Okay, so take a moment to listen to Billy Napier, you
It's
think?
bad. I think we should.
All right.
What do you got to say about yourself, Billy?
Let's hear. After the loss
debacleness.
to South Florida last week, Coach Napier knows it's going to be a
Take two
test.
of those and
this
gargle in
week
the morning.
on the road at LSU. You all right?
I'm all
I think our players get excited about going to play in these types of venues. There's something about being a competitor and going into somebody else's house and it being you versus them. And I think we're building momentum towards that. And we're excited about the challenge of playing this team.
We need to be Death Valley. We need to live up to our resume as the most difficult place to play in the country because it's SEC time. So you had your warm-up tailgates, you know, you got your recipes down, you got how much you need for drinking. Now, let's go get it. Let's make Tiger Stadium what it has been built on.
Yeah.
Let's go get it.
Yeah, you could be the athletic director, too, commanding the fans and getting the pregame organized as well. So, hey, they already won at Death Valley at Clemson to start the year, and now here's this big game where LSU is number 3 in the country. Florida, super hungry, coming off of this loss. 7:30 Eastern kickoff. Predictions? What do we think?
I'm going to take LSU at home. Their defense, they showed up last week versus La Tech. What was it, 120, 130 yards of total offense they allowed? Offensively, that wasn't the same offense we witnessed in Game 1 versus Clemson. You could clearly see they weren't running with the same intensity that they had in that first one. But I think they're just going to be too tough. This defense, Blake Baker has done a wonderful job retooling this defense. The back end, that's what they needed to shore up. Hit the portal hard, got that. They've got some defensive linemen as well. But now Perkins Jr., Whit Weeks, Wes Weeks, these guys are flying around and hitting you in the mouth. Love to watch them ball on that side.
That defense is the most improved side of the ball in this season that I've seen thus far, maybe with a close second being Oklahoma's offense.
Yeah.
But it's been remarkable, the transformation with those newcomers coming into the program, and they spent a lot of money to get those guys to come and be a part of that program, and it's paying dividends right now. Nussmeier is settling in with a couple of new receivers. They're ironing out the wrinkles. They've got a little bit of a running game. So I'm going to lean LSU, but I will not be surprised if Florida gets this game into the fourth quarter because I think there's a lot of pride, and I don't think they want to go back to that where we're talking about who our next coach is going to be. I think they want to get this fixed, and they'll get it fixed fast.
Yeah, I think Napier still has his team, right? He still has the locker room. They'll respond. They've got a lot of pride. It's a conference game. You're going to go in there and do what it is you're capable of doing. But at the end of the day, you compare these rosters, LSU's got the advantage, in my opinion, at almost every position group. Florida's good, but LSU has some guys that can be game changers. The one question we had was the offensive line, the 2 new tackles, and they've had a chance to play, and it's looked pretty good at times. They are a physical group, particularly on the inside, and I think LSU can lean on the run game at home, kind of play some small ball, and make it really difficult for Florida and DJ Lagway to have the success that they'll need offensively.
Listen, there are 2 receivers on that Florida Gators team that could play for anybody. Eugene Wilson III and Vernell Brown III, who's a true freshman.
Yeah, not to oversimplify it, but Florida's got to stay on the field. Lagway and that offense have got to possess the ball and keep Nussmeier and that offense off the field as much as possible. It sounds overly simplistic, but they're too good, LSU is, on the offensive side. I love their defense, but I think if they've got a culpability or a vulnerability, it'll show up on that defensive side.
All right, an LSU sweep here, and we are here for you every Tuesday night inside college football.
Come witness all the
Automobile
debacleness.
debacleness extravaganza.
Right here, baby.
Biorhythm.
Yeah,
Right
what they
here.
said.
Debacleness.